Statement shared on social media, Revolt TV announced that Diddy has stepped down from his position.
In court docs obtained by ET Thursday, the R&B singer
Proclamation shared via virtual entertainment Revolt Television declared that Diddy has resigned from his job. In court docs got by ET Thursday, the R&B vocalist blames the news tycoon for making an example of "so I don't see that I don't see that" on that equivalent way of behaving, assuming that someone were the sort to demolish for the cash. I think you realize that a little prior Jason Lee could be marked an independent mogul through his YouTube web recording, yet it's obviously true that he should be granted for meddling. It seems like he attempts to get his nose into each undertaking, and he has gotten a decent lot of analysis for this anyway. Lee as of late made a disclosure that mixed the Hollywood business. Assuming you are pondering who Jason singled out this time, it's Diddy. Watch on to figure out what he uncovered. Jason Lee was initially hauled online for protecting Diddy after Cassie documented her claim against him, yet presently the Hollywood Open supervisor has come around and made an appearance on the Diddy show. A couple of years prior, I was in New York eating with a companion. I won't say his name yet. You know who you are. He shares with me, "Yeah, this industry is insane. And he's a model." And I was saying, "Great. Let me know, what's the most insane point you've at any point seen?" And he makes to me, "Supposedly I was spending time with Diddy and Cassie once, and he believed me should do insane things with her while he watched and purportedly played with himself and shot it." Jason Lee said claim is insane, and Diddy may be insane too. "I recall the day, I won't say a VIP since I blame everything on my companions, I caused problems. Yet they hit up a Christmas celebration at another record industry individual's home and said that individual said that Diddy was Satan. That is what they said now." The claim proceeds to charge that there's loads of medications engaged with that. He kept her alcoholic and secured in this psychosis of medication and liquor, so she was residing in a daze, simply coming, doing everything that he needed to do, and hesitant to leave, yet on the off chance that you exploded someone's vehicle, exactly who enjoyed you, wouldn't you be hesitant to leave as well anyway? There are claims that Jason Lee chose to uncover Diddy after the rapper's organization Revolt dropped his web recording Rebellion. Couldn't stand to recharge the Jason Lee show because of a limited spending plan in the midst of the emergency. Whether the telecom company has needed to battle with funds as of late as Diddy, one of its prime supporters, needed to leave in the event that you didn't have the foggiest idea about the record chief ventured down as director of the broadcasting company around November, albeit the move was viewed as transitory. TMZ detailed the story. The Instagram explanation from the organization read that while Mr. Combs had recently had no functional or everyday job in the business, this choice assists with guaranteeing that Revolt stays unflinching, unfathomably zeroed in on our central goal to make significant substance for the way of life and enhance the voices of all individuals of color, all through this nation and the African diaspora. It didn't end there, as Jason Lee uncovered that AT&T pulled out of supporting Rebellion. Also, various brands have either disavowed Diddy or are as of now during the time spent doing so. What adds to the seriousness of the circumstance is the withdrawal of AT&T, a critical spot for Revolt. AT&T assumed an urgent part in advancing the brand and supporting the show. This has prompted the new margin time at Revolt. Lee uncovered that he was setting up a dull and grating meeting with a UBO day that will zero in on the new paper claims made by Cassandra Ventura against Diddy. The previous Danity Kane artist, who used to work widely with Diddy while marked a terrible kid during the 2000s, yelled out Cassie via virtual entertainment after the ERB vocalist claim against her ex opened up to the world anyway. OD Day was upset to see that the previous couple settled the claim. She said it isn't not difficult to take on perhaps of the most impressive individual in this industry. May her voice offer all the others that might be of some value, so we can begin having more straightforward discussions about what's going on in the background. That very day, AD Day affirmed that Diddy was ruthless towards her. While Danity Kane was previously marked a terrible kid, Dan Kane was shaped up NEMTV's Making the Band 3. Yet the gathering momentarily disbanded in 2008 when OD Day was discharged from the band and started off the series Keep Going. Euro Day talked on the call her daddy digital recording, charging that Diddy discharged her since she wasn't willing to do what was generally anticipated of her other than ability. She said Diddy made progresses at her and that she was the main young lady among Danity Kane that was set in these positions. I wasn't able to do what was general. Anticipated gossipy tidbits about Diddy's direction have been getting out and about for a long while. 50 Penny sent a poke at Diddy via virtual entertainment in 2017. Utilizing jokes, 50 Penny transferred an image of transparently gay domain maker Lee Daniels embracing Diddy, and he wrote in the subtitle, "Lee, so you need the role or not, Puffy Puff? Yes. Okay, I'm coming over later, Lee. We need to stand by till later, LMAO." How coming soon for quite a while, Diddy's direction has been moving in the information ion, with many fans and industry players suggesting that the awful kid diversion pioneer was a closeted gay. 50 Penny energized this gossip when he asserted that Diddy welcomed him to go out to shop, yet the rapper declined the greeting since he felt that situation was to play between a man and a lady. It was during the wedding of his late chief, Chris Lighty, that the awful kid diversion president supposedly inquired as to whether he could take him on an all-cost paid shopping binge. The unit pioneer was taken stomach muscle back by the rap magnate's motion and, surprisingly, called him a natural product pie. Then he resembled you. He's like, "Yeah, so you, well, we gonna be able to, to kick it," like the contention encompassing Diddy's supposed direction picked up additional speed when 50 Penny unveiled his distress with going to Puffy's yearly all-white party. 50 Penny guaranteed that he quit going to the occasion due to an abnormal embrace from the host, who embraced him in an awkward manner. While 50 Penny explained that he wasn't guaranteeing Diddy was gay, the conduct raised doubts. In spite of his endeavor to defuse the circumstance, a few fans stayed unfaltering in their conviction that Diddy was concealing his actual direction behind a playboy veneer. They contended that how he embraced 50 Penny was a heartfelt motion commonly traded by two individuals in adoration, thus of their eyes, that Diddy could hold on to implicit heartfelt affections for 50, and he communicated them through activities as opposed to words. Fifth, when you persistently call Puff gay, does that influence your connections in Hollywood? I don't call Curtis isn't the main individual who has spoken about Diddy's supposed obscure dealings. The game another rapper as of late shared his experience on how Diddy damaged him when the two of them got together a couple of years prior. This disclosure appears to have reignited the perishing fire on Diddy's actual person. As per the game, regardless of moving with Diddy for a considerable length of time, the terrible kid diversion president never worked with a studio recording meeting. In spite of introducing demos to him, the rap tycoon reliably diverted the discussion, selecting rather for a way of life of celebrating and clubbing. As per the rapper, Diddy gave him luxurious gifts like Rolex watches and gold chains, getting him costly shopping binge. In spite of the marvelousness, the game tirelessly squeezed Diddy to rap eyes a ruckus around town and make some melodic wizardry anyway. Diddy appeared to be more keen on bridging countries, enjoying comfortable exercises. The game imagined a stalwart organization among himself and the eminent maker, so he tried to sign with the record anyway. The fantasy of a melodic collusion between the game and Diddy was broken when Diddy uncovered surprising plans that didn't include stirring things up around town. It would have been exceptional if, assuming it finished there, the game's disclosures added one more layer to the stories made by 50 Penny and others, which is about Diddy's direction. Accordingly, the music magnate fervently denied any alliance with the LBC local area. Yet could we at any point accept him? It is justifiable assuming it was the game that gave Diddy liberal gifts. Yet eyebrows will doubtlessly be raised concerning why Diddy gave the game rich gifts, when obviously the hopeful craftsman was anxious to ink an arrangement with Diddy's mark. The game, in the beginning phases of his profession, was eager for progress and perceived Diddy as the way to transforming his yearnings into the real world anyway. Diddy purportedly utilized his key place of authority to look for specific blessings from the game, in return for lavish gatherings and expensive